Hello everyone. Here's Flavio Cirillo from NEC, and this is this is the third experiment I'm going to show, the third experiment in-house that we have in FIESTA. So first, we give an idea of what we want from FIESTA. So we want to gather data from the FIESTA metacard, from the FIESTA platform, which is the one that is unifying all the different testbeds, applying semantics in order to bring the data in a uniform way and apply all the analytics that we want to do. So our idea is to have a smart city application, which is at the same time portable. It means that with the same application, using FIESTA, we can just move the map to one or another one testbed or another one place of the world. And at the same time, we want to assemble data from different testbeds at the same time. For example, if there are more than one testbed in Santander, we want to assemble the data coming from different testbed in Santander. So this is the dashboard. So we want to apply some. So we want to so the idea is to get some KPIs of the city based on the observation. We will see this later. And then here is what this experiment is doing. So FIESTA is the one that is getting data from the FIESTA via two different approaches, either resource discovery and endpoints, and then requesting data from endpoints, as David has shown, or like via a historical query to the database. The experiment is divided in four, let's say, main components. The one that is getting data, another component which is storing locally the data, is a query context management. Another component that is applying some, let's say, contextualization, some analytics and contextualization on the data, which means it's trying to understand to which entity an observation belongs. For example, once I got an observation from an X sensor, I want to know this sensor to which building it belongs, to which street it belongs, which city it belongs. And then the analytics is performed either in the, let's say, at the entity level of streets, or maybe a higher level like cities. Yes, Felix. Some question? Okay, I go ahead. Okay, and then at the end is dashboard that is just visualizing the data. So how the experiment is getting data? Two ways. The first one is to have resource discovery to the registry, and then the registry is returning the list of resources which has attached an endpoint. So the only thing we want is to have a resource with endpoints, because we want to gather data from those endpoints. And then to each of those endpoints is done a get in order for retrieving the last observation from those endpoints, and then the data is retrieved to the experiments. So this use case mapped to our experiments is this. So we do resource discovery, we do endpoint request to all the endpoints, and then the observation push it to the context management for storing locally the data. The other, can you still see my slides?
We see your email account.
No, this is not me. It's, I think, a queue.
A queue.
I think not represented anymore.
Sorry, Flavio. Let me give you again the role,
Yeah,
the presenter role.
Yes. So now, can you see?
Yes. Go.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So I finished to present the first use case with resource discovery and endpoints requests. Then there's the second, and just to remember that I need to do this in polling, this discovery, because so every while I do this discovery in order to check if there are new resources discovered. And in that case, the list of endpoints we see updated and the new endpoints are requested. The second use case is done by a data Spark query. What I do is I send a Spark query with a time window, where the time window is bounded by let's say 5 minutes ago and the time of request, and all the data within this time window is returned to me. And this request is done periodically, and the time window shifted of 5 minutes. So let's say this is an example of 5 minutes. And then so mapping this use case to our experiments, once we do the Spark query and the observation returned, those are pushed to the context management. So this is a concept used of ontology. So it's just a check. So we use observations, we use the value, the quantity kind, the concept of virtual entity, because it's what I said of contextualize the data for getting the entity of which observation belongs, and then the location, the creation time, and the endpoints for getting the data. So this is, let's say, a list of the technology we use it. So from the FIESTA perspective, we use the discovery, we use the endpoints, the semantic data repository for the Sparkwell, and the ontology for describing the data. From the other side, the external technology, we use a fireware for the, let's say, holding the data locally. And then the communication between dashboard and context management, we have NGSI and contextualization on the sitemap. So this is other external technology we use it. So this is the outcomes, and now we go to see what's in live. So I suppose you are here. So you suppose you are seeing something on my desktop. So this is the discovery we have. So this is discovery where I'm asking for all, I'm making a Spark query that ends on that have an endpoints.
Wait a moment, because there are some comments in the chat regarding the size of your screen. So if you can focus on only one monitor, would be
I noticed that I can't. Let me check a moment. Maybe I can remove one display.
Okay.
Which is can you see only one screen or
two screen? And can you just use the brute force and manually unplug the VGA or HDMI cable so that you?
Okay. That is sure.
Maybe it's not the most elegant way, but I think it will.
So
it will work.
what do you see now?
Two screens.
Two screens, but I move it. Sorry. Now?
Yes.
Yes.
It's one screen? Finally. Okay, they are hard to die. Okay. So, coming back to the discovery themselves. So this is the Spark query that I made, and what I want to have is just the resources that has endpoints, specifying these, and just a temperature, because actually at the moment there are too many endpoints, and then for performance at the moment I'm just getting the temperature. So if I now start my connector, starter, yes. then it's starting to get data from, you see here is a lot of connection, you see, and then we have the problem of, this is the real time problem. Okay, anyway, I had likely a back or the log that I saved before in order to avoid this kind of problem. So here it's working again. Okay, so this is what I got. This is what I got from the log of Eclipse that was running. So I'm making this request as the one that I showed you. I'm getting this list of endpoints, this full list, and for each of them, if I go at the end of it, I'm getting an observations. Those observations is pushed to my local repository and contextualized. Now, from this, we're going to see how is the result in the dashboard. So we have many values displayed on the map, and some gauge and other widget that are showing the situations of the city. So the idea here is to show what's happening in the city, and then we have the green dot for having good situation, red for bad situation, and yellow for warnings. So, and then if we go to see, like temperature looks fine, we have like pretty new data. Maybe here we have new data. Yes, like the 14th of March. It is today. And at the same time, since I say that like I'm contextualizing to see the data from what it belongs to, so here you see that it's just the sensors. But if we go a step forward with the contextualization, we can see a level of the street. Instead here, we have like most likely this is a shop. Also here in the city center, or shop, or maybe street or buildings. And automatically, because I know how to get data with the semantics, I can apply analytics on some specific entity. And retrieving entities and building analytics on those new entities. And here, it's just like, again, is some summarization of what you see on the map. If we go deeply then, to a higher level, then everything is aggregated in a single entity, which is the city. And we have here all kind of information from the city that has been aggregated. All this is done automatically, and thanks to the because I know where to get data from the FIESTA ontology. So once says so, I think, okay, this is objective that we had. And since I think I am already over the time, I think I will stop here. And then maybe I would like to hear if there are some questions about, let me see, here, go to meeting. Any question? So anyway, just to summarize, okay, Luis is taking the presentation.
Just finish if you.
Yeah, just to finish, just to highlight what we achieved is that using the semantics of FIESTA, we could apply a semantic application without know where was the city, let's say, because like the data is automatically coming and automatically contextualizing thanks to the information coming from the ontology. And furthermore, we can use the same application and port to different location. Now, the only let's say testbed that are providing endpoints are Santander, so we could only show the Santander one there at the moment. But we are integrating also new testbeds.